welcome back. I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear today and a little bit under the weather, so I figured why not flip the camera around, not do a lot of talking. Well, I probably will, because who are we kidding? But I'm gonna take you outside and show you what we're working with, what the start of the garden looks like, and please be nice. I haven't touched it since the very end of last summer, so there's a lot of things that are dead, a lot of things that are not tidied up. This is like ground zero, and yeah, I'll show you kind of how it's going to start and tell you my plans. So tea, grab yours, let's go outside. And it's always important, that's dirt by the way, to wear Birks and socks in the garden. I don't know if you know that, but that's just the rules. I don't make the rules, that is just the rules. Okay, so I'll show you. No barking. Okay, so first things first is our garden bed here. This is our front yard. So what I am gonna do this year that I didn't do last year is fill this with some topsoil as well and put some flowers in. We had creeping bellflower, which is invasive where I live, and it was popping up all over here, so I just kind of attacked it with an axe basically. And I did pretty well, but I'm gonna cover this all up and plant some flowers in the front here. And then, oh my God, this is creeping Jenny that I was gonna plant and then forgot at the end of last year. Some of it might be alive still, maybe not. Anyway, so then this bed is shaded by this massive tree. So this needs to be a part shade garden. It gets probably 4 or 5 hours of sun every day. And I'm planning on doing this all herbs. That's interesting. It's just a tarp that James uses. But we've got some green onions that come back every year. And then this rosemary, we'll see if she comes back. If not, we'll start some new ones. I've got thyme inside. And then this, I think, is like a columbine. I grabbed it from somewhere else and just popped it in here yesterday or last year, so that's interesting. That's coming back and it's spread there. But I'll do mostly like onions, big things of herbs, flowers all down here, and then I'm thinking I'll like mound this up and then do carrots or something, because bunnies, we have so many. So I thought if I have this is like the only raised spot really, so I'm like that would be maybe a good one for bunnies. I'm gonna show you over here next, and really too bad, I'm pretty sure it's dead. This is my incredible hydrangea. I actually don't know about that. That may not be dead. Anyway, this it's actually in a pot. This is actually in a pot in the ground. If I can see it. See, there's my pot. I dug it in over the winter because it gets to like, it literally got to -50 at one point this year. So we dug this in, and then there's 2 peonies that pop up. Oh my God, there's like literally just garbage. James cleaned out his truck today. Peonies here, but I figured that it wouldn't be too much work just to make it into one big garden bed that would mimic this one with like wildflowers. So we'll do that, and then I think maybe I'll keep the hydrangea there. It gets a decent amount of sun, obviously. It's about 5 p.m. And it's still getting sun. So yeah, maybe I'll keep it there. I don't know, I'm not sure, but this will be a bed of wildflowers. And then, happy spring, everybody. These are all peonies as well. Oh, there's my shadow. These are all peonies as well. That's our neighbor's house. I don't want to show you where. But that all the way down there, bright pink peonies. And then there's some perennials here that kind of died last year because I forgot to water them. And I'm thinking that I might add, because like, see over here, it's like the peonies back there. I might add in some of that wildflower, mix some straw flowers and whatever. It's a shrub. And then this is all just grass. But this shrub is taking over everything. The shrub, this tree just keeps on putting up little suckers. So I might sprinkle some flowers in here as well, but I'm not sure. Not doing anything down there. It's our garage. This I found on the side of the road. We're gonna get rid of it, but we have like cushions for it. So I want to build the same dimensions with like treated wood and make a sectional. That's a plan. That's a project I have planned for the future, but this is going away. And we have a smoker and stuff, so I thought it might be fun to make this into a little party spot. This opens up and that's like my man cave or girl cave or whatever, garden shed, but it's currently just storage. So that'll be another project as well, but this will be like kind of a party spot because you can't park here because it just doesn't really work. Anyway, I digress. Backyard time. Okay, I'm out of breath. Built this out last year with like these bricks or whatever these are, cement slabs. And this is where I had my sweet peas. I might be able to like do a side by side or like just hold this here and then put in a picture. But my sweet peas went all the way up, but I didn't stake them super well. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna put here. I think sweet peas again because it worked well last year. But these are for pots. In these I think I'm gonna put some tomatoes and bush beans potentially. This was daisies. Last year they were just like petunias and snapdragons and sweet potato vines, and they were very pretty. I'll put pictures in. This was just classic daisies, but at the end of the year we turned our water off too early and a lot of things just died. Instead of going dormant, they dried out and died, and I think unfortunately that one is actually dead. This is just a pot. I might put lavender in there, I'm not sure. Stay tuned to find out. Okay, so then this spot here it literally is so trashy outside. It will be pretty one day, I promise. Okay, so then this spot, I guess I can do like, oh, that's so much better. Okay, this, I wonder when this is from. Oh, this is from like last year. 2023. Anyway, I thought it was like I was finding some relic, but I digress. I'll pick that up later. So, this spot had a bunch of this, like a birch tree was chopped down in our front yard before we moved in, and it was just all piled up, but we've been using it for the fire and stuff. But I'm gonna remove it all and then extend this out all the way over there. And potentially like this whole thing, because this is just like riddled with weeds. It looks actually pretty good right now, but last year it was just like Dandelion City. So I don't want to like do too much because obviously we're renting, but I think I might extend this all the way over. And then for this spot, I'm so sorry for the dog poop. Don't look too closely. So I'm just gonna try to cover it up. So then for this spot, I want to do kind of like a potted garden. I've got like a raised thing I got from Costco and some more pots and veggies and stuff, but I don't know, it's hard because we got this table. Like, do I move the table over there to keep it here? Anyway, I digress. Figure this out. Potentially pot, potentially seating area. This is the rest of the yard. I want to like do some permanent seating around here, around the fire, but I don't know. I had pots along the back last year. I thought it might be cute to get like little things that go on your patio. What are those called? Stable horse troughs. What are they called? Anyway, things that like hang off, like hanging baskets kind of thing along the back there, because this gets just pounded with sun. So this would be great for petunias and for other things. It honestly would be good for like tomatoes and stuff as well. So anyway, this is the rock garden I made last year. This is a peony that comes up. Ari's been digging like a madman all winter. She comes out here. I think there were mice living in here, and so she's just been digging and digging and digging away. So I don't know if it's going to be worse for, you can like literally see how much damage can Chihuahua do to a plant. Find out later. But this is the rock garden. I had all sorts of things in here. Peonies. Oriental, oh no, these aren't peonies, God. Oriental poppy coming back. It started sprouting a long time ago. It's looking nice and healthy. And then I did have daisies. I think right in here. Not sure what this is. Now, the sage I didn't do anything to, and I probably should have pruned it back. Here, I'll pull it out. I probably should have pulled this back, but again, I didn't. And here it is. And I don't know really what's going to become of it. I might have to pull it, but it looked real nice last year. Got little something started here and here. We had bachelor's buttons back there, which is probably what it is. They probably self-seeded, if I were to guess. And then we had some salvia along the back. Like this looks like a weed, but is it a weed? This is a weed. Well, Hen chicks, looking nice and healthy, mixed in with some grass and whatnot. So that's a rock bed one, and it's going to be much higher this year and full of pinks and oranges and stuff. There's my shed. I'll show you in here quick, even though it's embarrassing. That's an old mattress. I had my friend's bachelorette party in here last year, so we have all these lights up here, and it was not full, obviously, of stuff. Some tires, a Traeger. That's the raised bed that I'm gonna put there. Yeah, that's the before. Anyway, come back out here. I probably should have planned this out before I started, but whatever. So then here we have the other side of the rock garden, and there's not as many rocks like in the garden bed. And I think I'm gonna take them out and then like do a border again, like all the way along here on both sides, anyway, because it's gonna be more of a cottage style, big and tall. But here's a blueberry bush that I did the same thing, where I planted the pot, and I am pretty confident that this lived, because blueberries are very hardy. So this, and I'm gonna pot next to my other blueberries in this area, but they're all gonna be in pots because I'm gonna take them when I move. That's some styrofoam, disgusting. And then I'm gonna mix in some veggies everywhere. So I'm gonna put kale over there because it's a little bit shadier. I'm gonna put cherry tomatoes over here because it gets full sun. This is my rose that I didn't prune back, and I'm pretty sure it's dead. But who's to say? Kate, what are these? Oh, it's a pot that I put in the ground as well. So I'm gonna end up taking all of these out one day. Maybe I'll show you like what this looked like last year from this angle. So this is where my dogs like to poop, which is why it's so green. Again, I might do those like hanging things. So then that's my neighbor's yard. She's also my landlord. And people next door, and then next door, we all share this like space back here. So the majority of it is Kevin and Linda's, and then Max is the other one. And these are all three of these are garlic, all garlic. And then the rest is like, she's got like a greenhouse over there and a whole bunch of fun stuff. Maybe she'll do a tour for us later this summer. This is just a little shrub. And then this side last year was just completely kind of garbage, but this was the end of it, and then they added in this at the end of the year. So I get actually the front half of, well, I'll do that later. This is mine. And it really looks like I have some strawberries that volunteered themselves, which is strange because I didn't have any strawberries. I didn't plant any strawberries last year. I'm like, what is this? I don't know. And grass. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh, did you see that? That's good news, but that is disgusting. Anyway, underneath all of this, I'm going to be doing tomatoes. This entire thing is going to be tomatoes, and potentially a little bit more, depending on how many of my seedlings take. That's where I had tomatoes last year. I'm really curious. Like, there's a tomato. Now I'm scared to open it up. And I had dill back there, but apparently dill, like I lined the very back with dill, like back here was dill, and then these were all tomatoes. There's cucumbers all the way down. But apparently dill and tomatoes, you're not supposed to plant next to each other. Well, there's a rotten tomato. Another rotten tomato. Some more of that stuff. No bugs. Little tomato plant. So honestly, I think I'm gonna keep all of this cardboard down. Maybe add some topsoil, but I don't know if I have enough. I guess I'll just go get a bunch. And then, wow, that was really gross. That bug really freaked me out. And then back here, I'm gonna have half of this bed. I'm gonna zoom in. We got that front half. Is for me, and I'm gonna put garlic in there. And then I'll probably put like some greens to begin as well that just like are sowed on top so I can succession plant. So before the garlic really starts coming out, I'll have a yield of lettuce and spinach and stuff that I can freeze. Because I heard that you can do that, but I don't know. Okay, so moving back along. I'm gonna head to the side of the house and then this video is gonna be over. We got a little barbecue here, a little barbecue spot. Who doesn't love a barbecue? Okay, pay no mind to the siding, but this is the side of my house here. I'm gonna close this. So here we have some plants that I just couldn't throw out yet, and I'm just watching them die. But I'm gonna plant something tall here to like kind of hide this gas meter, and then maybe something along in here a little bit smaller, like maybe dianthus or calendula or something. It does get a fair amount of sun. Like I had full sunflowers that did decently well. I had floss flowers here last year, but they were just really short, so it didn't do what I wanted it to do. To cover this up and like mask the smell of whatever's going on here, and then that's it, and then we're back to the front. So there's the tour of everything. Fresh air has definitely made me feel better. I still have to start the seeds that I meant to start a couple of weeks ago, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Straw flower, bells of Ireland, all that. But I can show you where the plants are right now, and I'm gonna leave you there. So I brought in a table from the front of my house. We've got our peppers, tomatoes, peppers. This I'm gonna remove, and I'm gonna put lavender in this. I gave away one of my tomato plants, but here are the blueberries. I got bugs, I got gnats. This didn't end up getting watered very much. Let me put that down there. Tomato, cilantro. This I'm also gonna have 2 of these, and I think they're the 10 fingers of Naples. They just didn't do well, so I'm just gonna pull them and put something else in there. Then my snapdragons are here, and I topped a bunch of them off so that they would start. You can see here I topped it off, and it's got like 2 leaders going instead of just 1, versus like this one, which is just like down the center, and I didn't do that too. Some of them didn't take. That's okay. Got a little bit of mold on top, but what else is new? And then this is the lavender that I'm gonna pot up. These guys, and I have 1 itty bitty teeny tiny guy right there. Green onions, my tomato plants and my pepper plants, my strawberries, mint, herbs, and my kale. And the reality of starting seeds inside. Here are all my gnats on my yellow sticky thing. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. I am trying my best to put out a new video every single week, every single Sunday. So if that interests you, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, like, comment, let me know where you're gardening or where you're watching from. We're up in Alberta, Canada, Zone 4A/3B. And yeah, I guess if you have any suggestions or things that you want to see, drop them down below. I'm obviously in the very beginning stages of planning this garden, so let me know now before I start doing stuff. And we'll likely start really planting in the beginning of May. So we have all month to do more prep. Okay, that's it. Thanks so much. Bye.